Montreal has won it 23 times. Toronto is next with 11. Do you know which city is third on the Stanley Cup list?
I made a comment earlier about drinking from the Stanley Cup, and the first name I saw in the cup was Ottawa.
Ottawa teams have won hockey's ultimate trophy 9 times. The Senators last brought it to the capital in 1927. 7 years later, the franchise moved to St. Louis. So when Terrace Investments announced plans to bring back the Senators last summer, it was great news.
I think it's a terrific idea.
Great! Terrace formally announced its plans at a news conference in early September. The surprise guest was 85-year-old Frank Finnegan, who scored the Senators' winning goal in 1927. On hand to show their support, Federal Minister Paul Dick, City of Hull Mayor Michel Legere, and Ottawa Mayor Jim Durrell.
I think they've done a great job, Brian. They've done their homework well, and that's really impressed me. They have to be taken seriously.
The man behind the project is Terrace Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Bruce Firestone.
Well, Terrace Investments has been active in the Ottawa-Carleton area since 1956, and we're a real estate developer specializing in commercial real estate development.
3 of the company's senior executives, President Cyril Leader, Vice President Randy Sexton, and Executive Assistant Charles Hamilton, are working full-time on the Senators' bid. Support from the corporate community has been overwhelming. Over 120 local, national, and international corporations are backing the bid in a number of ways, such as buying blocks of tickets, leasing boxes, or as ongoing sponsors. And the fans are excited. Hundreds entered a promotional table hockey tournament. As of June 1st, over 10,000 season tickets have been sold to people who put down a $25 non-refundable deposit. The Senators will play at the Palladium, to be constructed beside a major freeway as part of a much larger development, only 15 minutes from downtown Ottawa. The 22,000-seat arena will have 208 luxury boxes. The economics of professional sports being what they are, the Palace in Auburn, Michigan, is the state-of-the-art prototype entertainment and sports facility. The Palace was designed by Detroit-based Rossetti & Associates, retained by Terrace Investments and the Ottawa Senators to design the Palladium. The Senators will draw from the 4th largest market in Canada. 1.7 million people live within a 70-mile radius of the nation's capital. Approximately 800,000 live in Metro Ottawa, within a 20-minute drive from Parliament Hill. 10 years ago, 50% of the population in the Ottawa area was employed by the federal government. Today, only 23% are civil servants. We now have a thriving and dynamic private sector. So it's the best of both worlds. Stability, but not dependency. And make no mistake, this is hockey country. Last fall, fans waited for hours to watch the Los Angeles Kings practice at the Hull Arena, just across the river from Ottawa.
And the fans are so supportive. I mean, standing room only for a scrimmage, basically, just amazing.
We have more than 30 indoor arenas, another 80 outdoor rinks, all operate to full capacity. Over the years, Ottawa has produced more hockey players per capita than any other area. In the fall of 1989, a total of 78 players were either drafted by NHL teams or on training camp rosters. Among them, Detroit superstar Steve Yzerman, Chicago's Doug Wilson, a former Norris Trophy winner, and Montreal veteran Bobby Smith. Scotty Bowman, the NHL's most successful coach, began his career in this city and is assisting the Senators in their bid for an NHL franchise.
They have had hockey in Ottawa, and they know that they have a real connection in the NHL with so many players that have been produced in the Ottawa area. And I think when the other teams are aware of what Ottawa has done, and you know, that should be a big advantage for them.
Another man with ties to the city is supporting Terrace. Former baseball commissioner Bowie Kuhn's wife grew up here. Kuhn has been retained as United States legal counsel.
There's not the slightest question in my mind, nor would I be involved with the Ottawa Senators if I didn't think the ownership here under Bruce Firestone and his organization is a very classy, able, bright organization.
To say is that we'll give the final word to a man more accustomed to stopping verbal shots from the opposition, but who on occasion puts on the pads for a charitable cause. Finance Minister Michael Wilson.
I think it would be great. I think that Ottawa is a great sports city. They've had a great tradition of hockey with the Senators many years back. we can get him back again, that would be a marvelous thing for Ottawa.